Welcome back, everybody, to the Cleveland Cavaliers MyNBA series here on NBA2K21 for the PlayStation 5. Last episode, we kicked off season number 3, and the Cavs are 5-4. We've gotten off to a pretty nice start. We played 2 games last episode. Both of them were losses to the Hornets on opening game, and then a 6-point loss in overtime to the Pacers. But the big story of last episode was our dominant victory against the Toronto Raptors right here. We won this game by 74 points, which is the most amount of points a team has ever won a game by in NBA history. So, we played the greatest game of team basketball ever. We also made the most three-pointers in a game for one team ever. And it's not like our roster is stacked. We have a pretty talented team, in my opinion, but this is a young team who just had the second worst record in the NBA last year, and our highest rated player is only 3 months removed from graduating high school. So, certainly surprising to see us win a game by that much, but we've really played well to open up this season. Colin Sexton and the rookie Odavius Shepherd have been our best players. They have both been outstanding. And then behind them, it's been pretty even for guys like Cam Reddish, Cedric Garrett, Kevin Porter, and Obi Toppin when it comes to scoring. And for the most part, all of these guys have been really efficient. A lot of their field goal percentages are over 50%. For those who are not 50%, usually they're just under. The lowest field goal percentage for guys who actually get meaningful minutes on our team is actually Jonas Valanciunas, the center, which is a little bit surprising. Valanciunas has probably been the only disappointment thus far this year, but the rest has all been good. So as you can see, the NBA has given us a Christmas Day game against the defending NBA champion Boston Celtics, which is a little bit surprising since, again, we had the second worst record in the NBA last year. Also, in the last episode, I mentioned that I would be changing the quarter length to 10 minutes. I've actually decided to move it back to 8 minutes after doing a little bit of experimenting, so figured I'd let you know before we hopped into this game here against the Celtics. Cavs are 5-4, but those include 2 50-plus point wins. The Celtics, meanwhile, are 4-3. They won the NBA Finals last year in a 7-game series against the Minnesota Timberwolves, led by NBA Finals MVP Jason Tatum. The rest of the Celtics lineup includes Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, Jaden McDaniels, and the former Cleveland Cavalier Udoka Azubuike is starting at center. Azubuike did not get a ton of minutes in Cleveland last year, was traded to Boston at the deadline, and proved to be a vital piece in helping them win an NBA championship. That's one of the few shaky moves this Cavs team has made within the past couple of seasons, but obviously Cleveland is in a great spot, not only for the future, but clearly right now as well. There's Jaden McDaniels for 3. He was the last pick in the first round a couple years ago, looks to be a major hit for the Celtics. Here's Cleveland's first possession. It's Cedric Garrett, the second-year man out of Arizona, from deep. Garrett's points per game are a little bit lower than they were last year, but Garrett has shown plenty of signs of improvement here as a second-year pro. There's Jason Tatum with the and one, Toppin called for the foul. Quick start on the offensive end for the Celtics as Jaylen Brown makes the 3, and Boston seems to be hitting all of their shots early. Jason Tatum driving past Toppin for the slam. That's a mismatch. Obi Toppin not necessarily known for his footwork, and it showed there. Jason Tatum was just able to blow by him. 12-8, Tatum, this time from deep, and Boston is hot early. Jason Tatum looks incredible thus far. Cavs trying to get a spark as it's for rookie Odavius Shepherd, the inside for the slam. Shepherd, the Seattle, Washington native, graduated from Ode High School this past season, and obviously was the number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft. Another 3 there for Tatum. He has been incredible thus far for the Celtics. 18-10. Cedric Garrett open for 3. Poor defense by McDaniels. And Cedric Garrett's going to capitalize. 18-13 now. Here's Maladon. Passes it out for Kemba Walker for 3. And Boston just cannot miss from beyond the arc. Only 3.5 minutes into the game, and the Celtics already have 21 points. Garrett misses the layup. Nice defense by Azubuike. However, Colin Sexton is open from deep, and the Cavs are making all of their shots from beyond the arc as well. Here's Odavius Shepherd now from 3, and the offense from both teams in this game has been nothing short of incredible thus far. 21-19, Celtics up. Kemba Walker loses it, but gets it back. Will stop, pop, and drop. Walker makes the 3, and now it's 24-19. Cedric Garrett, he's 2 for 2 from deep today. Make that 3 for 3. Quite the start for Garrett. He has 9 as it's now 26-24. Here's Reddish for the lead. And for the first time today, Cleveland is up. Now it's 29-27. Boston has the lead as the first quarter winds down. Here's Farek Noir at the buzzer, and he airballs it. So that will conclude the first quarter, 29-27. A lot of offense thus far. Boston on top. On to the second quarter. Kemba loses it. That's Odavius Shepherd with the steal in transition. Getting the slam. 10 points so far for Shepherd, as he is certainly trying to make his name known by the national audience. 31 apiece now. Jason Tatum with the easy bucket. And Obi Toppin's defensive struggles continue. Look at Jaylen Brown flying and dunking over Odavius Shepherd. Celtics up by 2. Shepherd trying to change that. He misses, but Jonas Valanciunas is there for the putback. That's Valanciunas' first bucket of the game. Tied at 35 now. A lot of back and forth. Tatum actually misses for once. But one time he does miss. Azubuike gets the board. Almost turns it over. Gets it back. And the former Kansas Jayhawk will make the layup. 37-35. Another miss from Tatum. But another rebound from Azubuike. He passes it for Jaden McDaniels, who makes it. Now the Celtics are up by 4. About halfway through the second quarter. Here's Reddish driving past McDaniels with ease. Going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Nice slam for Reddish. And it's now a 2-point game. 39-37. Here's Kemba Walker on the fadeaway. Nice screen from Azubuike, and Kemba Walker with the finish. Celtics up by 5 now as Odavius Shepherd is left open. Jaylen Brown not able to make a play quick enough. Very good first half for Shepherd. 44-40 now. Look at Jaylen Brown just muscling past Kevin Porter Jr. He gets the slam. Speaking of Porter, he's going to try to drive past Brown, is unsuccessful. Passes it to Garrett, who misses the layup, but gets his own rebound and puts it back. 46-42, there's Dewara with the steal over to Big Fafa, who gets it in the corner for Kevin Porter Jr. That's KPJ's first basket of the night. Celtics up by 1, 46-45, as Jaylen Brown misses the pull-up floater, but Derek Favors is there for the putback. 48-47 now. Here's Cedric Garrett, going to get it to the corner for the rookie of Nigeria. It's Mamadou Anechionia from deep. And the Cavs take a 2-point lead here late in the first half as Jaylen Brown is blocked. Yusuf Diafafafobo sent that one to the moon. Here's Mamadou Anechionia at the buzzer, no good. That would have been a really awesome possession there, getting the block, a few quick passes, but wasn't meant to be. Cleveland is on top here at halftime, 48-50. Jason Tatum and Odavius Shepherd have been dueling. 14 for Tatum, 13 for Shepherd as we go to the second half. Good start for the Cavs. Colin Sexton gets the toilet roll to fall in. Cleveland is quickly up by 8 here in the third quarter. Boston's offense was incredible to start, but they've quieted down since. Nice backdoor pass over to Udoka Azubuike, who gets the reverse slam. 56-50 now. Shepherd, tough shot over Jaylen Brown, and it's good. Nice play by Shepherd, who continues to play well today. 58-50 now. Kemba Walker trying to drive in, no good. Another offensive rebound and put back for Udoka Azubuike, who's kind of dominated Valanciunas on the glass today. 54-58. Jaylen Brown not letting anybody get in his way. Brown with the slam, and it's just a 4-point game. Celtics on a pretty nice roll at the moment. Tatum, nice pass for Udoka Azubuike, who continues his great performance as it's now a 2-point game. Toppin, tough shot over Tatum, no good. Valanciunas, however, gets the putback. Valanciunas does have 10 rebounds today, but I really do feel like Azubuike has outplayed him. There's Kemba Walker now on the drive. He gets the and one. Valanciunas is called for the foul, and Kemba Walker will knock this down to a 1-point game. 61-62, 3:20 to go in the third. Walker for 3 and the lead, and it's good. And Boston is back on top for the first time here in the second half. Derek Favors with it at the top of the key, passes it over to Jaylen Brown, who will drive past Cam Reddish with ease, getting it to go. 66-64, here's Alexei Pokusevski now from deep, and Slenderman will make it a 5-point lead for Boston, as they now have 69 points. Nice. 69-66, nobody was inside. Cam Reddish will capitalize, and Reddish with the powerful two-handed slam. He drives past Pokusevski with ease. 69-68 now. Jaylen Brown, no good. Derek Favors with the rebound of a putback. Favors just had a nice few putbacks as well today. 71-69. There's Dougie McBuckets. Doug McDermott from deep. And it's now 74-69. Nice. Cleveland trying to get a last-second shot, and it's good from Reddish. Tough three from Cam Reddish, and that will bring the Boston lead down to 2. 74-72 is your score. We've got ourselves a thriller here on Christmas as Cedric Garrett misses the alley-oop from Shepard. Boston on the fast break. It's McDaniels with the and one. And then Giannia is called for the foul, and Boston is back on top. 80-76 now in favor of the Celtics as Shepard passes it out for Collins. Sexton from deep. Sexton with 15 points today. He's averaging a little bit over 25 on the year. A beautiful lob here from Walker over to Azubuike, who dunks that one on Cedric Garrett. Udoka Azubuike continues his great game. Tatum, no good. Guess who's there with the rebound? Udoka passes it out for Kumbaya Kemba, who makes the three. I will say, Jason Tatum's been very quiet since that first quarter. 85-80, 5 minutes to go. Kemba Walker will split past the defenders. He gets the layup. 87-83 now. A nice dunk for Reddish. It's been a big second half for Cam Reddish. He now has 16 points on the day. 87-85 now. About 3 minutes to go. Cavs trying to tie or take the lead, and they will tie. Sexton is inside for the dunk. Now we are knotted up at 87. 2.5 minutes to go. A lob for Jaylen Brown. Brown and Udoka Azubuike have been throwing it down for the Celtics today. I'm surprised no rims have been broken yet. 89-87, Garrett muscling down on Kemba Walker. Garrett says, hey, this little guy ain't gonna stop me from getting inside. 89 apiece. Good defense by Cedric Garrett, forcing a Tatum miss. Udoka Azubuike steals it, but it's a backcourt. That's costly for the Celtics. Still tied at 89. Cam Reddish draws the foul. He almost dunked on Tatum, but Tatum's lucky he did not get humiliated. Reddish would go 2 for 2 from the line. The Cavs have missed a number of free throws today, so it's good to see Cam Reddish being clutch at the right time, as Cedric Garrett just stands there flat-footed. Tatum with the slam, and we're now tied at 91, under a minute to go. Shot clock winding down. The rookie, Otavius Shepard, connects from deep. The Cavs had to take a quick shot. They put it in the hands of their 18-year-old sensation, and now it's a 3-point lead. However, Boston would immediately tie it. Kemba makes the three, and now it's 94 apiece with 30 seconds to go. Sexton with the drive. He floats it over McDaniels, and the Cavs are now up by 2. Can Boston get a last-second bucket? Here's Tatum again with an easy dunk. He is just driving past Garrett and Toppin like it's nothing. This game is now knotted up at 96 with 22.4 seconds left. So, essentially, the Cavs get the final shot here. They can hold on to the ball, try to find an open man. All they need is 2. All they need to do is get an easy 2. That's how this game can potentially end, or we'll be heading to overtime. Kemba Walker dribbling it at the top of the key. Cavs don't seem to get anything going right now. There's only 6 seconds left. Shepard now with it. Going to try to drive past Brown. Shepard, tough shot. It's good. Odavius Shepard will give the Cavs the lead with just 0.7 seconds left. Walker from full court nearly goes, but it does not. And the Cleveland Cavaliers win an incredible game here on Christmas Day. 96-98 is your final. A game winner from that young man, Odavius Shepard, only 18 years old here on national television, making his presence felt tonight. A huge game from Shepard, a huge game from this Cavs team, trying to show the world that, hey, we're for real. Let's get another look at that game winner. A very tough shot. That was good defense by Jaylen Brown. He did not let Shepard drive in. Shepard had to take the tough shot, and it just happened to fall in. Shepard was the leading scorer today with 23 points. 20 for Garrett, 19 for Sexton, 18 for Reddish. Those 4 were excellent today, but the next highest scorer only had 5. So we need some other guys on this bench, and even in the starting lineup to step up. Obi Toppin and Jonas Valanciunas cannot combine for 7 points. I mean, that's not the recipe for winning. Kemba Walker with 29. I'm surprised Tatum only had 18. I know he was fairly quiet after that first quarter. Jaylen Brown with 13, Udoka Azubuike with 12 and 13, along with 8 offensive rebounds. So, very exciting game there and a good win for the Cavs. So we're going to simulate these next 4. This Chicago game really enticed me. The Bulls signed Jimmy Butler in the offseason. They were the only good team in our division last year. And in the 4 games that we ended up simulating, we went 4-0. We beat the Pacers by 26. We beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by 58. So make that 3 50-plus point wins on the year. Giannis Valanciunas was our leading scorer with 31 and 14. Shepherd was really good. Sexton was really good. Double-double for Cedric Garrett. We beat the Heat by 11 and the Wizards by 13. So 4 wins, all by more than 10 points, which is wild. We now have the top record in the Eastern Conference. We have the second highest scoring offense in the league. But the crazy thing is, we have the best defense in the league. I was concerned about our defense going into the year, but they've been incredible. We have far and away the highest point differential, which is wild at over 15 points per game, whereas the next highest point differential isn't even at 9. That is a huge drop-off, so that statistic pretty much tells me that the Cavs have been the best team in the NBA through 14 games. Kind of wild. Not going to get ahead of ourselves, but this team is playing really good basketball as they head out to the United Center to take on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls let go of Lauri Markkanen and Wendell Carter in the offseason, but they have Jimmy Butler back. Here's a look at Odavius Shepherd, 25.4 in his last 5. Shepherd started the year off hot. He's played even better since, and he looks well worth the second overall pick, although the 2 players drafted after him, Zario Papadopoulos to Detroit and Deshaun Williams-Garber to the Sixers, have both averaged more points per game than Shepherd, which is kind of wild to think about. Early and 1 here for Cedric Garrett, fouled by Jimmy Butler in his second stint as a Chicago Bull. Butler inside for the former Cavalier. It's Andre Drummond with the slam. 4-3 now your score. Cleveland rocking in their statement jerseys, by the way, as Jimmy Butler gets that one to go. I guess that's kind of a dunk. I don't know if you'd count it. 6-3 now. Kobe White with the floater. And just like the Christmas game, the Cavs defense has not started this one off too well, as the Bulls offense is looking good and Cleveland's offense has kind of struggled early on. Avdija passes it out for Zach LaVine, who makes the 3. 11-5 is your score. As Toppin trying to drive past Avdija. He gets it in the corner for the rookie, Odavius Shepherd. His first of hopefully many buckets tonight. 11-8 now. LaVine gets off another screen. And again, Zach LaVine makes the 3. It still seems like Zach LaVine is the alpha when it comes to scoring the basketball on this team, as Obi Toppin with a nasty dunk over Deni Avdija. And now it is 14-10. Jimmy Butler trying to drive past Garrett. He does. Nice slam by Butler. And it is 16-10. Here is Odavius Shepherd trying to drive past LaVine. He gets the slam. 5-3 here in the first quarter for Shepherd. He's looking good early. You know who else is looking good early? Cedric Garrett. He is a quick 7 points tonight, as this game is knotted up at 16 with about 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's Devontae Graham off of the handoff from Kelly Olynyk, making the 3. As you can tell, this Bulls team is very different. 18-22. Garrett is open from beyond the arc. 10 points here in the first quarter for Cedric Garrett. He's looking very good early. Devontae Graham drives past Farek Nwora with ease. Obviously, we know Nwora is not a great defender. The Cavs knew that when they picked him out at LSU, and he has proved that here in the NBA. But you know what he can do? Shoot the lights out of the basketballs. He gets that one to go down. Tied at 26-1. We've had ourselves a good game. On to the second quarter. Chicago trying to get the first bucket, and they will. That's LaVine from deep. He has 3 threes today. 28-29 now. Enechionia in the corner for Colin Sexton. Nothing but net. Cavs are now up. 31-29. Enechionia now on the pass from Sexton. It's an and 1. Another foul on Butler. Again, he is looking confused. Nice bucket for the rookie out of Nigeria. Nobody is inside to stop Odavius Shepherd from driving in and getting the dunk. 36-31 now. LaVine passes it out for Avdija. Avdija with the lob for Zach LaVine. LaVine, obviously, he has turned himself from a dunker into a complete player, but he can still throw it down. 38-35. It's Kobe White from beyond the arc, tying the game up for Chicago. Ensuing Cavs possession. What a pass by Odavius Shepherd. Sexton inside for the layup, as it is now 40-38. Here is Jimmy Butler with it, guarded by Onnea. Butler going inside for a nasty jam. And now the Cavs are up 42-40. Reddish with it. He's going to take a stutter step and makes the three. Cavs up by 5. 45-40. 3.5 to go in the quarter is Artravius Exum now with the lob. I think it's hard to find a better dunk than that, as Levine with a no-look poster on Cam Reddish, as it's now 49-43. Cavs are still up. Bulls trying to cut the lead in half, and they will, as Gary Harris with the three, assisted by Devontae Graham. 46-50 now. Garrett passes it out for Kevin Porter Jr., who makes the three. Cleveland with an excellent end here to the first half. Bulls trying to keep this game very close, though, as Gary Harris with the slam. 50-48, under a minute to go until halftime. Nobody wants to defend Garrett from beyond the arc, so he'll just take the three. 14 points here in the first half for Garrett. He only averages around 14 a game. Kevin Porter Jr. with a last-second three. Cleveland is up by 9 here late in the first half as Gary Harris, his short shot is no good. Porter with the rebound over to Nwora, who lobs up a full-court shot. It is no good. An excellent second quarter here on offense for the Cavs. They scored 33 in that quarter and lead this one 59-50. Top performance so far, Cedric Garrett and Zach LaVine both with 14 points. We'll see who outduels the other in the second half as Odavius Shepherd drives past LaVine. That's one way to start the third quarter. 65-54 now. No one is going to defend Obi Toppin from deep. And the Cavs offense is on a roll right now. 68-54, Shepherd, a beautiful pass for Garrett with an incredible pump fake on Zach LaVine for the mid-ranger. Cavs are up by 16 now. It is 72-56. Cleveland starting to break away, but the Bulls are not going to quit. Danny Avdija gets the dunk to go in. It's now a 12-point game. Butler passes it out for Kobe White. The long two will fall. Chicago now is on a nice little roll. 72-62, White again, this time from deep, bringing the lead down to 7. Once the Cavs got off to a giant lead, the Bulls have stormed right back. 72-65, Cleveland kind of needs a basket as Diafafafobo misses, but Cam Reddish is there for the rebound and the putback. That's a huge momentum giver there for the Cavs. 74-66, nobody decides to cover Artravius Exum, the player drafted before Cedric Garrett a couple years ago. As Hernan Gomez loses it, however, he gets it back and will get the layup to go in. 78-75 now. Just over 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Look at Farek Nwora with the slam. He's not known as someone who drives to the rim a whole lot, but he made a nice play there. Kevin Porter Jr. trying to get a last-second bucket as the quarter expires. He is unsuccessful. Good defense by Exum. That will conclude quarter number 3. We've got ourselves a good one. 80-77. Cavs on top on the fourth. Shepherd with the step back tray ball. Nice shot for Odavius Shepherd. He now has 12 and 7 on the day. 83-77. Andre Drummond with the play. I will say, Udoka Azubuike in the Christmas game has been more dominant than Andre Drummond has been today. Kobe White gets that one over the hand of Valanciunas. And with 6:17 to go, this game is tied at 83. Now it's 85-83 in favor of the Cavs as LaVine will pass it out to Jimmy Butler, who makes the top of the corner tray ball. And now Chicago is back up, but not for long. A beautiful dunk from Garrett. He now has 20, which leads the Cavs in scoring. 91-88. Butler no good. What a ferocious dunk by Drummond. Now it's 91-90. Garrett trying to make a play. He's instead going to pass it out for Odavius Shepherd, who makes a huge three, bringing the lead up to 4. 94-90 now. Jimmy Butler with it. He will get the easy drive and the easy finish. Poor defense there by Garrett, as it's now 96-92. Garrett going to try to make up for his mistake in a big way as he gets the 3 to go down. Cavs are all of a sudden up by 7. Make that potentially 10. Shepherd with an and 1 with just under 2 minutes to go. And the Bulls are not looking good right now. 104-94. Toppin for three, wide open, and he gets it to go down. That might be the icing on the coffin, as Cleveland, with a huge stretch to end the fourth quarter, they win this game 112-98. I will say the game was closer than the score indicates, but Cleveland had a big run to end the first half, and they had a big run to end the second half. Levine and White with 22 and 20 respectively, only 13 points for Jimmy Butler. For the Cavs, a 30-piece for Cedric Garrett. That's his season high. His career high is 31. 20 for Shepard, 17 for Sexton, 12 for Toppin. We shot the ball really well from deep. I think we went like 14 of 22. So very efficient from beyond the arc, as you can tell. Nobody had a bad game shooting, and that's how we won. So we're going to simulate the next two games, bring us to this one against Atlanta. I want to play the Hawks because they're a very interesting team. And we will go 1-1. We beat the Hornets convincingly and then lose by 22 to the Pistons, ending our big winning streak. Lonnie Walker with 28, Zario Papadopoulos with 28. As you can see, he's averaging 25 a game. And I don't think the Pistons are all that mad right now that we picked Odavius Shepard, because Papadopoulos has arguably been even better than Shepard. So that's where we will conclude today's episode. As you can see, we are first or second in every single power rankings in the NBA. What a dramatic turn from last year, just 14 games into the year, and people think this is a championship contender. Do you think the Cavs are a championship contender? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.